Hello everybody, Larry Satchwell here again with a quick garden update. Not much to report. The beans are a little more spindly than I like, but they are blooming. Perennial garden's looking pretty good. There's a new bloom on the yarrow. Strawberries have been weeded recently. I pulled up the cucumber plants a couple of days ago. Haven't replanted that yet. The onions I planted a few weeks ago have not come up. I was really surprised. I do have a couple of cucumber plants coming here. It's called Little Leaf. The horses continue to enjoy the carrots, and they plant anytime lettuce. It looks like it's going to bolt, but we had some last night and it's actually still really good. And the red fire, no problem there, and it's been in the 90s every day. Really disappointed in the lotus. I've only had 2 blooms this year. Definitely on my list to clean out to this fall. Hopefully get it before anybody goes to hibernation. Cash flow look like zucchinis, and it's a huge plant, really doing well. My volunteer tomato plant, kind of a hybrid between the egg yolk we had just last year, and has a little more oblong shape to it, so I think some of the plum tomatoes are mixed in there. Peppers are kind of on their second wind here. These were lemon at one time, and I have a hot variety that I don't know the name of. It was labeled as chocolate, but obviously it's not chocolate. But my son-in-law from Texas enjoys those. I'm really pleased to report that my early girl tomato I planted here to make sure it wasn't in the soil is doing really well. Have sunflowers coming up in here, and I kind of double planted them at the same time. The plants you see that are really tall were grown up under the porch, and then I also planted some seeds, and the seeds have already sprouted very quickly too. And this was the tomato plant that broke off. It's coming back, but it still has some leaf issues. Second crop of corn is doing well. The taller stalks were grown up under the porch, and then I have some seeds that I planted too, so these will be about 2 weeks behind the other ones, which is not a bad thing. Still getting a lot of peppers off of this one, another variety called Lemon. Those haven't ripened yet, so we're still using those as green peppers. And straight neck squash coming up. These were planted under the porch as well. This is where that huge vine was, and so it swallowed up, I think, 3 squash plants before I pulled it out. These are where the other cucumbers were, and I'll put those back in cucumbers here in about a month. It's a little bit too early for the fall. I have a plum tomato plant here and a big boy here that fell off the wall the other day, so its leaves are still upside down. And this sunflower continues to grow, and birds are eating the seeds as they mature. And another sunflower, volunteer sunflower back there. The okra continues to grow, and it's starting to put on quite a few at the top here, so I actually can have a meal of those. Glad to report my rescued hibiscus plants are blooming. This one bloomed yesterday. They only bloomed for a day. Maybe getting a little bit too much shade here. Leave it here, not much to report. This would be the time of year the tomatoes were really coming in. I hope they're coming in for you. Life lesson learned for me. Thank you, and until next time, keep pulling those weeds.